Hello, everyone. It is nearly May, and the air conditioning's out, so I had to open up a window to survive being in my room without a fan on. So if you hear anything uh, violent or insane during this recording, that's just the natural sound of the Florida landscape. It's nothing to be alarmed by. Okay, so we are underwater with no water breathing, as you can see here, and then I have no air bubbles left. But thanks to this here Ring of Odin, I'm allowed to breathe underwater. I also have 10 extra hearts, and am therefore much harder to kill. Although, I wasn't really a pushover before, unless you ask that guy over there. So beat the Gaia Guardian like 4 times. I didn't get the Ring of Loki or Thor. The Ring of Loki helps you place multiple blocks at the same time for a cost of mana, which you don't really need right now. And the Ring of Thor improves your Terra Shatterer, which we can totally make. But I don't really need one right now because we'd start off with the base rank one. This is easy enough. And then I think as you give it more mana, it levels up here. You can see the different ranks. And then double S rank is the one you really want to get. But it takes like 1,000 mana pools or something. It's going to take a while regardless of how good our mana supply is. But the ones I did get are the Cave King's Law. We saw this shoot exploding projectiles. The Ring of Odin is really nice. It lets you breathe underwater. We saw it also makes you immune to fire damage and suffocation, so we don't really need this Crimson Pendant anymore. And it also gives you 10 extra hearts, which is very nice. Although I'm not super keen on these stacking, but I guess that's fine. The Fruit of Grecia is infinite food that costs mana, so it could replace my golden carrots. I guess I'll try this out to see how it works, but I don't know. And the Eye of the Flugel, well, first of all, you can see that my little counter for my tiara is down, but I'm still flying. If you take this out of your inventory, it prevents that. So for extra mana, you can fly indefinitely. It also lets you pick a spot in the world if you shift right click, and then it'll let you warp back to that spot. It doesn't work interdimensionally, and it's completely outclassed by these mossy waystones, but I guess, I don't know. Let's just put it here, I guess. It couldn't hurt. This used to give you 12 of these waypoints, and they didn't work interdimensionally, but it was something. Now it's 11 less than something, so whatever. And I think that's it. So I may go fight that guy again. I really don't want to anymore, but I did manage to get some mending over here from that village we saw to the east. I got a guy over here. He's my new friend Barry. I wanted to name him Bartholomew, but I think we're closer than that. I did save him from being a zombie twice, so now he gives me mending books for 1 emerald and 1 book. So that's very nice of you, Barry. I got my stuff all enchanted, so now it doesn't break as easily. Thank you. I did have a soulbound guy. I did. But, yeah, this is my first villager that's gonna... Oh, it's snowed over here. That's wonderful. Looks a weird line of snow. Yeah, this is gonna be my first villager for the boat crew. Barry, he's a librarian. I guess they need a cartographer soon. Where'd you go? Where is he? Is he in the... Barry, you can't be in the captain's quarters. That's illegal. My God, your nose is huge. Look at this. I think that's about all I did off camera. We're gonna go make a digital miner today, and maybe improve some of my mechanism machines, because I keep getting low on iron. That's one of these things that I just need a lot of it. I had some steel cooking back over here because I figured I'd need it. I'm not 100% sure, but every once in a while I'll remember about this steel block recipe. Oh, that would have been bad. But I think we're going to need this to make our digital miner. We've also got some other stuff for mechanism that I kind of want to make, like the quantum entangler. This seems fairly simple. This isn't too bad. An ultimate yeah, this is pretty doable. I think this is going to be our wireless item transfer, because I really don't want to... Left shift N? It doesn't... You're not telling me anything. Oh, wait, shift N? That's not doing anything. Yeah, the quantum entangleporter seems fairly doable. Just some atomic alloys, really more atomic alloys, an elite control circuit. It's going to cost some diamonds, but whatever. Should be fine. I think I've got like a stack, and this is going to be in service of getting me more diamonds because let me actually bookmark entangle, bookmark you, friend, and then we want the digital miner, which, if I'm not mistaken, is actually fairly cheap to run. I was looking at some numbers, and unless this has been changed, this isn't super complicated over here. We can whip one of these up fairly quickly. We're just gonna probably have most of this stuff already, so I'm gonna whip one of these up, and then we're gonna power it. Is gonna be the main thing because we've been surviving off of a 600-ish RF, which isn't too bad. We've got, I think the buffers are what's keeping us going. Every time we try to spike the thing by running multiple machines at the same time. So I do want to have this digital miner on its own independent system. How much did you wind up being able to hold? 51 million? Yeah, it's got some sizable buffers. Everything linked up to this guy adds to its capacity. And then we do have another set of power cells that aren't linked to them. So this is another million or so. So we want to get a new power source for the digital miner when we build it and place it down and have it mined for us. And I think we're going to try to... I was gonna try to save him. Oh, I wasn't fast enough. What'd you drop? Raw calamari. I could go for some calamari right now. Okay. I think we're gonna power a digital miner with blaze rods. We've got a couple sitting in there. I have no idea how many I've thrown away. Oh, here's my tools. What are you doing out here? Thank you. Let's go and build that, and I'll come back with that and some quantum entanglement. And then we'll need some generators to actually take that those blaze rods, and I guess I'll figure out which ones I need first. Also, you might need to be jostled a bit. Yeah, something's up with the energized smelters. They like need to be woken up. See, like now you're getting power, you're kicking on. We're definitely not going to use you guys, that's for sure. Although I don't even think you'd take blaze rods. All right, digital miner. We should have all this. Cool. I don't know what a robot does, but doesn't matter. Digital miner. Boom. All right, ultimate control circuit should get us our first entangleporter. Cool. And then we're missing 2 more of these. And then refined obsidian. Okay. This basic compressing factory sounds like it has indigestion. My God. Jesus. Oh, I guess you didn't quite finish. All right. All right. Do we have... What are we missing? An ultimate control circuit. Bam. And that should get us our quantum entangleporter. Cool. And I've got all this extra crap in here. So how do you work, my friend? Let's see. Wow, that's a lot of UI. It should be fairly... Upgrades. Anchor. That's about it. Okay, so that'll keep things chunk loaded. Can I make one of those? Do I need one of those? Anchor. What do you take? Diamond dust? Pshaw. I'm going to go ahead and make 2 of those. You need to stop using my dark glass, my friend. I'm going to make 2 of those. I don't know if you have to... you have to anchor the digital miner as well, but that should make... Well, I might make a 3rd one. Alright, so I made 3 anchor upgrades. They're fairly cheap. I'm pretty sure they just chunk load the chunk it's in, so we gotta be mindful to put things in a singular chunk. And then, let's see, you can transfer this. You can do, items, fluids, gases, heat. Heat, you can interesting. We really just care about items, and that's the default one. So if I do that, yeah, it'll give me an item set. Okay, pretty... shouldn't be too complicated to set up. I just need to actually do something right now. Alright, so we'll go find a place to set this... Well, we'll go find a place to set this guy up. And, before I do that, I need to make some generators. I think we're going with power. You make 70 FE per tick. What about the hardened one? This is taking regular power stuff. So there's not a ton of great options for things that burn fuel. And to be frank, a lot of these only burn coal. Like, that seems to only burn coal. This one, I think, only burns coal. I mean, you use coal in the recipe, but... And then we've got these furnators, which I think will work, but they're a little... Like, we need the basic one at least. That does a maximum of 70. And then this one isn't so bad, but you need the... You have to, like, tear them all up one at a time. There's no, like... And this doesn't seem super duper expensive, but I guess I could make... like 6 of these. I'll try it. I'll make one and see if it actually takes blaze powder before I commit, I guess. Okay, we've got our basic furnator, or our starter furnator rather. You definitely take blaze rods, and you're definitely making 15 RF per tick. All right, it's a neat little machine. Okay. Well, it does what I want. Also, we had some of these guys join us, so. Well, oh, and you don't even eat all my stuff when you're done. Do you save power? You do? Oh, nifty. Alright, well, let's make, like... This energized steel is made via energizing. You need an energizing orb. I don't know how to do this. I'm going to guess at it and see if I can't figure it out. Hang on. Okay, so I made an energizing orb, and then an energizing rod starter, 2 of them, and then I put a gold and an iron ingot in there, and it seems to be doing something. You're draining power, and then catching up. And it made it. Okay, fairly straightforward. Now let's make... it's 2 per. Good. Let's make this faster. Alright, so I made 2 more energizing rods starter, and I'm assuming, because they're all connecting, they're just gonna... Yeah, that seemed a bit faster. But I hooked up a hopper to this, and it doesn't... It only lets through, like, 1 at a time, and these guys aren't setting it. So we'd need something a little bit smarter to do this, so let's make that. So I was trying to look for a block to get this working. I'm just using a comparator that when it's getting a signal, it's turning these guys off with a repeater. I don't even know if I need the repeater here. I'm not great at redstone, but this is working, and then I'm pulling it out with something that'll only take this. Although this is unfortunately very slow. I think having some better energizing rods could help. So let's make some basic ones real quick. All right, bad news. I'm out of iron. I think so. I'm just gonna pinch you, and let's see. How much? What do I even have? I've got 4 ores that I can turn into 8 ingots, I guess. And then, yeah, it's these pants. Every time I look at these pants, I'm like, oh. So you can go in here, and we'll see if we can't. Oh wait, let's refine that curses. Let's see if we can't make at least a few furnators to get us started here. So I kind of messed up the recording when I was doing the digital miner stuff because I pressed a button while I was configuring the filter on the miner that when I have OBS open, does this. That's pretty noticeable. I press that whenever I need to sneeze or someone's making a racket in the house. And that kind of messed up the recording because it's hard to show somebody how to do something while their vision is obscured by that giant mute thing. So we're going to do this again, and I haven't lost too much progress. So I'm going to set up our digital miner. Should be cool right here. Beautiful triple monitor display. Look at that. That is a TN panel if I've ever seen one. Beautiful. So let's get you set up. I made all these furnators, the hardened version. That was something I was working on. And let's just place all you. But I set this up to mine some iron so I could finish making these. So that happened. I processed them, and now we're gonna set it up to just mine whatever. So that goes in there. Let's just take all of this stuff out. And we let's see, you go in the bottom. Excuse me. Oh wait, nope. I'm doing the wrong thing. Oh no, these cables are very similar looking. Would you? Very similar. That goes there. We can put, I can fly, I don't know why I'm jumping. Put that there, and our drawer right up here. We got, I was AFKing in here, and I did add some more upgrades, so now we have an extra couple thousand in there. Let's set you to items mode. You'll extract from there. You'll populate all of these. This is the tier 2 transporter, A, because it matches this, and B, because it's way faster than the other one. So that should be fine. And now we should be almost ready to run you. Now, I did add some upgrades. I'm not sure. I added 5 speed upgrades. That seems like a lot for me. I'm gonna take one of those out. And then we've got the max energy upgrades. I don't know why you wouldn't put efficiency, like all the efficiency upgrades you could in a machine. That just seems silly. And we should be ready to run this guy. I was having issues with the anchor upgrade. Oh wait, is this even in the same chunk? It is. Oh wow. Yeah, that's pretty perfect. I was having issues with the anchor upgrade that let this thing chunk load itself, so I'm just going to use the limited chunk loader here. That should serve us just fine, even though it's... I think it's in render distance. Let's go ahead and set this up. So we want reset. Well, you can't reset if you haven't done this. Auto eject on, auto pull, not really necessary. Silk touch. I'm going to say no on that because we don't really need that extra energy cost. So I'm going to configure you. You should still save what I had here. Yeah, so I had just all ores. So asterisk, ores, asterisk. We'll get anything titled an ore. Let's delete this and go for, say, something like iron. I was using iron. Oh, that, okay. That's not what I meant to do. So I was looking for iron. And iron, if you press F3 and H, that'll disable mine. You'll get the advanced tooltips that'll show you what tags you need to use. So if we want to look up iron, we have to do forge : ores iron, and that should have us just fine. So let's just do that. Not gonna press my mute thing. Forge : ores / iron. That adds it here, and now this will only look for iron ores. So if we come in here and tell you to start. There's 134 iron ores within the radius of this guy, and it's just pulling them up. Easy peasy. So let's actually stop that, reset you so I can do the config. I'm going to delete this, set up a new filter tag. We're just going to do ores again so I can get all this stuff down here. There's probably not a lot down here because I have been mining in this area, but we should see there's 1,000 ores, and this is just going to pick up everything it has. It's not replacing anything with anything, I don't think, so it should be just leaving pockets in the dirt. And we're doing all right. Now, we could silk touch, but I think that's taking more than these guys can handle so far, so we'll just leave this. It should be fine. And then the last thing we need to do is set up the output. So if we put you... I tried putting it up here, and I think this is only an input. I think this is the designated output. So if we say you should all be input... And then, I guess let me just make a new one of these. So if we make a new channel, it's going to be public because I'm not on a server. But if I was, I would make it private. So we'll just do, I'm going to call it a quarry. Quarry, this, you'll be linked to that, and that's fine. And then now, if we come over here to our, if we come over here to our storage system over here, we've actually got one outputting on the same network. Well, now it's the same. Now you're outputting up here, and you should all be going into this chest. And look at that. It's working like a charm. So that's pretty simple. It's kind of, I don't know if it's worth it to use a quantum entangler porter to work all the way, like those 20 blocks, but it's fun to say, quantum entangler porter. But doing all this and then the other stuff I did with Powa has taught me that we're absolutely doing autocrafting in the next episode. So we're going to use the iron that we get from there, and then I think I have to go gather some quartz, and we're going to do auto crafting, and it'll be great. I probably need to gather some sand and more slime balls, but that's not so hard. So another reason why I ran out of so much iron is because I was making these guys into the hardened versions, and they're a huge pain to craft, by the way, but the hardened version is a pretty decent speed. We got a couple here. Let me go ahead and set this up and let you guys see how long this takes. And it's done, right? Like that's pretty good, right? That's exactly my speed. Now we can upgrade these. I think the next tier of the Energizer rods takes blaze because it's called the blazing Energizer rod, and this is fairly similar. But I hate crafting these. These are super annoying. So auto crafting, absolutely. And then you just need these blazing capacitors, which take blazing crystals, which are made in the Energizer thing. So if well, let's let's see. Let's see about that. So let's get some blaze rods. I might have a few in the system that isn't part of the thing. If I put you in here, how long does this take? I'm assuming this is going to take quite a bit longer. Okay. So now, can I put like a ton of you in here because you don't have to match? Maybe it's per Energizer rod. What if I just did that? No? Either way, this setup still works the same. I just do that and then take this out of there. And then turn that off. Ooh, maybe not. I'd actually have to disable this hopper. Yeah, but... take out one of you. Would you... hang on. That... now that. Huh, interesting. This delay is long enough for 2 items to enter. Okay. So I was messing with this and I accidentally right-clicked my Fruit of Grecia into this guy. And it's gone now. You can't get those back, so... careful, I guess. How do I... See, this delay is a little too long. I need to make it shorter. So I would actually have to reorient this a little bit so it looks something like this. Yeah, it works. I'm not the best at redstone, but this works, right? And then we just have a little off thing to go like, hey, just power that, and you should be fine. So that works for a single item thing. I'm happy with that. It's got the blazing whatever the hell's. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Now I gotta see if I remember. I need more comparators now. Yeah. And everyone, before we wrap up with the episode, it is raining here, and we can actually make something to help out with the rain. So if we make one of these guys, I believe, yep, Terry-Terrabozu, let's put you down right here. What are you looking at, little guy? Oh, you look so sad. You're sad because it's raining, isn't it? Well, here, let me give you some sunshine. And look at that. The rain's gone and he's all happy. Look at him. So yeah, you make one of those, fairly simple, feed him a sunflower, and it'll stop raining. If you can mess with people like that, I guess, but if you're on a server, maybe you check with people. Some people have their tridents, I guess, that they might want to play around with. So that guy can go... I really don't notice the rain when we're out here. I guess you can sit right here. Yeah, I don't know. I'll get you a friend, don't you worry. All right, so we got that taken care of. Just a little bit of advice for anyone who doesn't like the rain. But we also have the issue of this Tainted Blood Pendant. Now, during the Gaia Guardian fight, I was complaining about my regen sucking. That's because this guy is lower than 15 seconds, which I believe the Gaia Guardian can just cancel out. But because we have it being continually applied, because we've got it equipped to us, it was constantly turning it back on and off. And I guess it wasn't procced long enough for us to actually regen health. So it basically wasn't doing anything, which is super annoying. So we had to use the flasks. But outside of combat with the Gaia Guardian, we can use this. So if we wanted to fight a Wither boss, we can just do this and not have to carry around like a potion of absolution or milk, because we'll have a little bit of regen that they won't be able to cancel. But we're not always in combat, and there are other pendants that take other enchantments. This does cost mana, by the way. And I'm not sure... I'm not wearing the Terra Steel armor proper, so I don't think I'm getting any of the benefits from it. But this does have passive mana regen. Yeah, it says right there in the third line. I can't exactly, hover over it while I'm doing this. But that combined with the Band of Aura, maybe even 2, oh, I'm not even wearing mine. That might be enough to cancel that out. So I'm not sure. I might AFK just in a spot where I can't get any mana and experiment with that a little bit. It's ridiculous. Let's do... yeah, that's a little bit more sensible. But I do want to have another Tainted Pendant, because we can have speed wherever we want, so we don't have to place beacons anywhere, which honestly was my plan. We can have strength, which might be better for combat when we're fighting a Wither boss, because we can just hit him as hard as possible. Haste 2, there actually is something in Botania that it gives you haste 2 as well, but I might only be haste 1. Jump boost, which... I don't know why you would get one of those, especially considering we jump like... how many blocks is this? I jumped like 4 or 5 blocks already. I don't know why you would want that, but hey. Brew Restoration is... oh, you can just make a regen 1. That's... I wonder if it costs less mana. We get Resistance. Resistance might not be bad to have either. Fire Resistance, that really... Oh, the reason we can have this is because the Ring of Odin gives us fire resistance, so we don't need our Crimson Pendant anymore. So that thing's kind of out of date. Bloodthirst, I think, gives you health every time you kill an enemy, which is kind of like Leech, but not exactly. Marina Lore, I think, is better for fishing. Vanity's Emptiness, I think, makes things spawn next to you. Featherfeet, I think, is like slow fall. Cross Souls, I don't remember what these do. Owl Sight would be interesting. It's night vision, so that might make videos look a little better if I can just see around and it's bright as heck all the time. I think I want Strength for now, so it's just... Oh, I don't know what's up with this. My thing is definitely loaded over there. This is nonsense. I know... Alright. So, Strength, we do this. Thank you. I'm going to need another pendant. Oh, I don't have any of the ingredients. And let's get ourselves a new pendant. Which one was it? Vigor. Yeah, that sounds like me. One of these, please. Thank you. And I already have this stuff in here, so that... Yeah, think you go there. I don't know if you have to put another ward on first. I've been doing that every time because that's how you make potions, but... And that gives us a brew of strength, or a pendant of strength, rather. So we'll take that off, put this on, and now... You have strength, too, basically, wherever we go, so... Oh, maybe we'll find a mutant creature that we can punch. Actually, let me bring out my sword that does objectively more damage. Yeah, let's dual wield that. Yeah, now I'm a proper threat. Now, I don't think this... I think you can one-shot the skeletons with this regardless. Maybe we'll find someone a little tougher. Now, let's go for him. Hey, you're blowing up my desert. Oh, wow. Come back here. If I can actually hit him. Jeez Louise. There we go. Oh, please tell me that star didn't fall in the cactus. Hey, guys, did you see... Oh, thank you. This? Ow. Ow. Alright, yeah, that was pretty easy. I think I only wound up hitting him like 8 times, so... real happy to have this guy. What are you... Did somebody shoot me? I'm still withered. Wow. Wow. Alright, well, I think that's going to wrap us up. Thank you very much for watching. I saw that recently, actually yesterday, I think we just hit... we just passed 50 subs, so... Thanks, guys. That's really, really swell of y'all. And then... I started over on the live stream where this thing actually does something. I've started... instead of playing Feed the Beast Omnia, which I think was too similar to this, but, you know, I'm obviously not as far, I wasn't really having that much fun with it. We're starting to play Feed the Beast Infinity Evolved again. I have not played that pack in a while, and I figured I'd give it a shot. My computer just wasn't up to it the last time I tried, and, well, now it should be. I gotta go get Optifine installed, though, and I gotta... Oh, hello. That's mine. And then I gotta... I think I gotta underclock my RAM. But yeah, well, check out the live streams. The link will be in the description.